Okay, so I was recently on an Air India flight, and it happened to be one of the old Vistara flights because I could still see some Vistara details on the flights. And you guys know Vistara and Air India have merged, right? And then I noticed that the air hostess uniforms are different now, and the new Air India uniform designs have both purple and red in them, which I thought was such a crazy, big brained marketing move, like purple for Vistara, red for Air India, to show the merger and blending of all of them. But it turns out it's just a coincidence, like nobody actually had that idea in mind. Manish Malhotra designed the new uniforms and they just so happened to release it around the time the Vistara merger was announced. So I guess it's just really a coincidence. But I found some other cool fun facts while I was doing all this research, so I'm just going to share it with you anyway. So obviously, even though the two have merged, it's still going to be called Air India, and a lot of these Vistara details are going to go out of the picture and it's just going to be Air India. So does Air India own Vistara? But it's actually Tata Group that owns Air India that's merged with Vistara, and it clicked in my brain because I saw that all the water bottles on the flight are Tata Copper water bottles, which makes sense because Tata will want to integrate and benefit all their subsidiary products and brands all together. But I also found out that Singapore Airlines owns 25.1% of Air India, and that's interesting to me because if you've watched my old Air India video, I talked about how in the 1970s, when Air India was in its golden age, the then Prime Minister of Singapore Airlines found them very, very aspirational and wanted to build Singapore Airlines in the image of Air India. And so it's just interesting to me that now, 60 years later, they're still connected to each other. And, it's fun for me to notice these kind of Easter eggs of brands and businesses in my day to day life because I am not a business person, so I don't understand business in those kind of ways, which can feel intimidating. But in our everyday lives, we interact with businesses and brands and mergers and ownerships and stakes in all these intricate like web of connections that all of us don't realize. So it's just fun to me when something clicks in my mind and a pattern is revealed. So I hope you enjoyed it too.